guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have a big old stack of subscription box stuff to open for you guys. So today we have 3 subscription boxes or subscription box related things. We have the May Illumicrate, the May Fairyloot, and also a Fairyloot special edition. So if you guys are unfamiliar with either of these subscription boxes, they are both UK based monthly bookish subscription boxes. Fairyloot specialise in young adult fantasy, Illumicrate are fantasy and sci-fi, and they have a mix of adult and young adult stuff. But in both of the monthly boxes you get a brand new hardback release as well as a selection of bookish goodies. Now I am a rep for both Fairyloot and Illumicrate, so they have very kindly sent me these boxes to open for you guys, so thank you so much to the teams over at Fairyloot and Illumicrate for that. I do not have a discount code for Fairyloot, but I do have one for Illumicrate, so if after watching the unboxing for this one you would like to get your hands on your very own monthly Illumicrate subscription, I have a code. My code is Becca5 and that will get you a discount on a 3 or 6 month subscription. So I think we'll actually start with the Fairyloot special edition and then move on to the May Fairyloot and then finally the May Illumicrate. So the special editions aren't included in my rep package. I did purchase this myself. It is a release. It was released on my birthday, I think, and it is one that I am very excited about, and I'm very excited to see this special edition. So it comes in the little Fairyloot dust bag, and this one is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. Now I still haven't read this and I'm still really sad about it, but I ordered this because the Red Queen series is actually one of my favorite series of all time. I read it as it was being released. I don't really talk about it too much anymore, but I do absolutely adore that series. So when Victoria Aveyard announced a new book, the start of a new series, I had to grab it, and while there was a Fairyloot edition I did decide that I had to have this as well. So I still don't really know the plot of this, but I think it's high fantasy, possibly epic fantasy as well, and I think it's also multi-perspective. So the bit on the back just says a squire, the survivor of a failed quest, an immortal, timeless and unfathomable, an assassin, skilled and heartless, an old sorceress holding secrets behind her teeth, and a pirate's daughter, the war's last hope. The heroes are gone, but the fight to save the world has only just begun. And the Fairyloot edition does have these grey sprayed edges. They're different than I imagined they would be. They are a very blue grey, and it's actually like a really nice colour. I really like the depth of colour in it. We also have, oh, that is very pretty, we have a foil sword under the dust jacket as well, and it is also signed by Victoria Aveyard. Moving on to the May Fairyloot. I think I know what book is in this one. I think it might be Witches Steeped in Gold by, is it Shannon Smart? But I cannot remember what the name of the theme is or anything to do with that, so we will just crack her open and have a little look. Oh, it seems like we might have some drinkware in here, which is always exciting. Also a pretty chunky envelope. I'm intrigued. My favorite thing about subscription boxes is the monthly surprise, I can't lie. I'm a hoe for a mystery book of goodies, but we will start with the drinkware. It looks like a tumbler, which I have a couple of these from subscription boxes, but I cannot get enough. I just realized I haven't even done the theme of this month or anything because the spoiler card is normally on top, but it was at the bottom this time. I've just had to dig for it. So the theme art for this month is absolutely beautiful, and the theme for May is Spellcraft. Now I'm going to be going in blind, but if you guys would like to look at the spoilers you can pause here and do so. Back to the tumbler I was excited about. On here we have a quote that says, "From now until the darkness claims us." So this is a Throne of Glass tumbler, which is even better. I always really love useful items that come in subscription boxes, especially kitchenware, even though a lot of them I don't use very often because I'm scared of breaking them. I just really like them. I do use the plastic tumblers though that I have quite frequently. When I was digging out the theme card from the bottom, I also pulled out this art card. I have had to look at the spoiler card for this, but I believe that these are characters from the Crave series by Tracy Wolf. I have not read that yet. I think it is a vampire romance if I'm correct, and I was recently gifted it for my birthday by Becca, so I am really excited to get into this series because it's fantasy romance. I think it's like trashy YA in a way that it's not doing anything amazing, but it's like really enjoyable. So I'm really excited to get to that one. Next up we have, let's go for this thick envelope, which has, oh, it's a Monstera leaf. So this is, oh, I thought this was going to be like a stack of something, but it is something wooden. Oh my god, this is beautiful. So this is a wooden phone stand, and I think it is inspired by Raybearer, but it is absolutely beautiful. This is the other piece as well that intersects with that. I'm gonna try and put them together, but the last time I did one of these I did it wrong, so keep your fingers crossed for me. But the quote says, "Behold what has arrived," and I think it goes like that. And where's my phone? This is also big enough that you can use it for a Kindle or an iPad, which is really great. And of course the artwork on this is absolutely stunning. Also, I think I did do it the wrong way around, because of course I did. I think it may, there's a possibility it could go that way. The next thing we have is this box that says roll the dice reading list game. Oh my god, it has a d20 in it. We also have a notepad which has the spaces where you can write the list. Does it say on the box what the rolls are? No. So let's look at the d20, which comes in a little Fairyloot pouch. Oh, it's a pretty one. I was hoping it would be a pretty one. Pretty dice are always something that I really want, but aside from Bookopoly, I would have no need. Like, I don't need a set of dice because I don't play D&D or anything. But this is really, really pretty. We have no rules though. Oh, it's a TBR game. I mean, I already have one of those, but if I didn't, I'd be even more amazed. It says all you need to do is write down all of the books you want to choose from on the numbered sheet of paper and roll the dice. Whichever number you roll, that's the book you read. That is so cool. I really like that. As a TBR game person, like a owner of a TBR game, that's a really cool addition. Just gonna take out the book for now so we can see what else is in here. I have just found the reusable straw that goes with the tumbler as well. I knew that would be floating around in here somewhere. And the last of the main items we have is this, and this is, ooh, a Serpent and Dove coaster set. These are really, really pretty. Okay, so we have 4 of them and they are foiled and absolutely stunning. So I'll just flick through the characters. I have read Serpent and Dove, I really enjoyed it, but I can't remember everyone right now. So this is Reed. I can't remember who this guy is. That is Lou, and that is Lou's friend. I think she's called Coco. But absolutely stunning artwork. And once again, I love a useful item. And the final things we have before we get to the book are included in every Fairyloot as kind of a bonus item. You get 2 tarot cards, and then eventually you'll end up with like a full deck of tarot. So these ones are once again inspired by Serpent and Dove. We have Coco, as I mentioned previously, and this guy whose name I really can't remember. Is he friends with Reed? Like, somebody please remind me, because it's really bugging me. He's clearly prominent enough that he would have artwork, but I have no recollection of his existence at all. So then we just have the book, which after seeing the theme card, I'm certain is Witches Steeped in Gold, but I'm really excited to see the Fairyloot edition. First off as well, we have the monthly fairy scoop in here. We also have the monthly bookmark that matches the theme card, and we also have a letter from the author on this stunning piece of art. So the Fairyloot book for May is, oh my god, oh my god, it is Witches Steeped in Gold, but look at this design. Wow. And also stenciled edges. This is absolutely beautiful. I bet it's got other stuff as well. I bet that that is not it. Oh, has a ribbon bookmark, which I don't think I've seen. I can't say that they haven't done it for sure, but I don't think I've seen it in standard edition, like monthly box book from Fairyloot. But oh, it's really beautiful. Wow. And as well as that, we also have the under dust jacket art, which is so beautiful. So yeah, this is a very, very beautiful edition. Well, I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by this. I don't actually know a great deal about this one, but I believe it is about 2 girls. One is the heir to this like overthrown kingdom, and I think she has quite a bit of magic, and the other one is the daughter of somebody in power. So I think they're from 2 different factions and they are natural enemies. However, they team up on a revenge mission to take down a common foe. I did have an art copy that I didn't manage to get to. It wasn't one that I was obligated to review. It was given to me by a friend, boyfriend. But I'm so excited to read this, and this edition is like absolutely stunning. And I think while it is hard to decide this month, I do think my favorite item is the tumbler. It's definitely the one that I'm going to get the most use out of, but I can't say for sure because I think the October box from Fairyloot last year is one of my favorite boxes that they've ever done, but this could possibly top it, and if not, it is at least on par because I love all of the items in this month's box. So moving on to May's Illumicrate, which I don't think I have any recollection of the theme for this one either, and I also don't think I've guessed what the book is, although I was very intrigued by this one. I don't know what the book is. I tried to have a little guess and we'll see if I'm right. I don't know if I am, but the theme for this month is Change Your Stars. Once again, here are the spoilers if you guys would like to pause and have a read of those. And the theme for June is Out of the Woods, which I definitely know what the book is for next month. And next month's box is for fans of Lord of the Rings, We Hunt the Flame, Among the Beasts and Briars, and The Darkest Part of the Forest, among more. So that's exciting. The first item I see on top I think is a tea tin, which has been included in Illumicrate before. This one is very, very pretty. I think the other one was inspired by the Poppy War, and I have my chocolate chai tea in that one. I really want to get some loose leaf lavender tea because, fun fact, I kind of hate the smell of lavender, but I really love the taste of it. So these are just like your standard tea tin. They have an airtight seal on them so that your tea doesn't spoil, and a pretty lid as well. Oh, this one is inspired by the David trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty, which I don't think I would have guessed, but I am only one book into that series currently. I just remembered that I really should continue with that series because I really enjoyed the first book. The next thing we have feels, it's a notebook I think, or like a sketch pad. It has a ring binding on it, and this, let's have a little look at this one. Oh, very pretty. Is it upside down? It is upside down. I really love the design on this one, and I really love the blues. The quote on here says, "Ideas are so much wilder than memories" by V. Schwab, and it is a, it has quite thick paper in it, so I would say that this is more of a sketch pad than a notepad. But yeah, I'm no artist, so I can't tell whether this is good quality paper, but it feels like good quality paper. Next up is this little thing. Looks like a key. It is a key. So it says in the spoiler card, the first key in our latest collection is inspired by Skyward and can be used to gain access to the Embark. So I think that this is the start of a new collectible series that they're doing, which is a really cool idea. I mean, I'm not sure how I would display it. It does have a little hole in the top so that I could punch a keyring through it or something like that. Like really cool kind of like memorabilia, and I like the idea of it. Next up we have what feels like it could be an enamel pin, and yes, I think that this one is the monthly collectible pin. So I haven't looked at what the book is on it, but this one is designed by Stacey McAvoy-Cont, and like how Fairyloot have the tarot cards, which are like a bonus item every month, Illumicrate currently have enamel pins that match the book of the month. Oh, another pin. This one says Novel Thread, and it is designed by Blissfully Bookish. So I'm thinking that this is inspired by one of the dresses that one of the characters wears in the books, and it has a little quote on the card that says, "It's the most exquisite dress I have ever seen, even including the outfits the other girls wore on the first night at the palace. This one outshines them all." And then I think that that is it, or almost it, for items, because the book of the month for May comes in one of the items, and that is this absolutely beautiful book sleeve, which is inspired by Spin in Silver by Naomi Novik. I really love book sleeves. I used to use them a lot. I do have quite a few. I don't use them as much anymore because one, lockdown means I haven't really been anywhere where I need something safe to put my book in, and two, I work from home anyway. I'm self-employed, so I sadly don't take my books very many places, but this is absolutely stunning, and I still really love book sleeves even though I don't get to use them as much. And the thing that I really like about Illumicrate book sleeves specifically is that they have like a leathery kind of material, so they are wipe cleaned. The book of the month for May has stenciled edges. I haven't seen what it is yet though. I think it goes this way. No, it doesn't. It goes this way. Let's have a little look. Oh, The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. Interesting. I'm wondering if this is going to be a fantasy romance, because I think Tasha Suri's first series, the first book being Empire of Sand, is a fantasy romance. I very specifically remember DNFing that book because I was reading it when I was sick and it had to be back at the library, and I wasn't enjoying it at the point where I was at. So I kind of just DNF'd it and took it back to the library, but I wasn't in a great headspace because I was really ill. But I'm always down to try out some more fantasy romance if this is indeed fantasy romance. It also comes with a signed book plate. We also have a letter from the author on the back of this art. It seems like a female fantasy romance. This is also quite a chunky one as well. So this is the first book in the Burning Kingdoms series, and it also has foiling under the dust jacket that says together they will change the fate of an empire, and the spine also says a vengeful princess, a hidden priestess. So very, very pretty edition, and I actually do not know anything about this, but it does seem to be a female fantasy romance, which is very exciting, and I will read the inside jacket to you guys. One is a vengeful princess seeking to depose her brother from his throne. The other is a priestess searching for her family. Together they will change the fate of an empire. Imprisoned by her dictator brother, Malini spends her days in isolation in the Harana, an ancient temple that was once the source of powerful magic but is now little more than a decaying ruin. Priya is a maidservant, one of several who make the treacherous journey to the top of the Harana every night to attend Malini's chambers. She is happy to be an anonymous drudge as long as it keeps anyone from guessing the dangerous secret she hides. But when Malini accidentally bears witness to Priya's true nature, their destinies become irrevocably tangled. So I'm really excited to give this one a try actually, and if I enjoy it I will go back and try Empire of Sand again when I'm not ill and in a little bit of a better headspace to be able to read. So pretty good Illumicrate. I really like quite a few of the items in here. I really like the tea tins that they do. I also really like book sleeves, but the art on this is stunning as well. I personally prefer a notebook as opposed to a sketch pad, but I will still use it, and I don't draw. I should draw, I could draw. It's just something that I never actually find time to do. So we'll go with my favorite item of this month being the tea tin. But those are all of my unboxings for today. So please down in the comments let me know what your favorite item from this month's boxes are. And once again, a big thank you to the teams over at Fairyloot and Illumicrate for sending me these boxes to show to you guys. If you head into my description box, you will find a link to the websites for both Illumicrate and Fairyloot, as well as all of their social media, and also my Illumicrate discount code if you would like to get your hands on your very own box. But that's about it for this video guys, so please don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you're a go when nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.